Afternoon, students. Today I'm here again, and today from Integrated Language Skills, we will learn a new topic with you together. So today's topic is here. You see, it will be really useful if you use some kind of PPT presentation during the lesson because it's really visible and it will be really clear for the visual learners. Yeah, and of course. At the same time, if you see with the diagrams, maybe some pictures, it will be useful for you. And it will be really clear while hearing and watching the presentation at the same time. Today's topic is state control. And now I'll share the PPT here. You see. Okay. Society and government, state control, yeah? In order to state a control, we have to learn about the society, yeah, and the government. What state? First of all, we have to the definition for the state. State is a political institution that creates laws and ensures they're followed within a country. So it's a political institution, yeah, that creates laws for the citizens. I mean, you can call, of course, the country, yeah. For example, Uzbekistan, yeah, Uzbekistan is a state. It's a government. So you can use the state as a synonym for the government. Okay, next one is society. Society, you know, the citizens, the people who live in one country, I mean, in one state, are called society. You can see the definition here. The collective of people, groups, and communities living together. It means that, of course, the citizens, yes, the people who are living as a group in one country. Next one is relationship. A relationship is a state governs society while society shapes the state. There is a really bond, yeah. I mean the bond between the state and the society. So the state works connectingly with the society and is called is relationship. Next one is main functions of the state. So you can see there are some of the words here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the main is four vocabulary, not the five. Legislation, first one is making laws to define citizens' rights and duties. So in order to finding out the citizens' laws, we have to create some kind of rules and implement for them to the state, to the citizens. I mean, and it's called this process is called legislation. And the next one is you see execution. Execution is implementing policies and providing public services. And the third one is justice. Okay, ensuring laws are applied fairly through courts. So it means that fairly, yeah, doing some kind of laws, implementing some kind of laws with fairly way. And order and security, maintaining peace via police, army, and law enforcement. So it means that you have to work with army, yeah, in order to control our citizens, our state. I mean, we have to use some kind of army, yeah, for defense system. In the building defense, so we have to control. By this way, we have to control our government, state. I mean, for example, Uzbekistan, we can call an example. And the next one is areas funded by the government. What is funding? I have a question for all of you. Funding is so paying the payment, giving the money, maybe for some kind of purpose, and it's given by the government. Government, the payment, they give us money. For example, it may be for health, it may be for the education system, maybe the pensioners, yeah. So if the first one is areas, let's get started from the education, yeah. schools, university, and teachers' salaries. Government pays, of course, I will tell one example for master's degree. In Uzbekistan here, if the girls continue their master's degree, their money, yes, their contract will be paid by our president. And so we can say an example for funding, I mean, a master's degree. And the next one is healthcare. It may be example hospitals and clinics and vaccination programs. Lots of people during the coronavirus remember took the vaccines free. So it's one of the areas funded by governments also. And the next one is transportation. Transportation is road, railway, and public transport. I mean, the government always pays for road repairing, yeah, and the railway repairing system and public transport. So you can see the other areas here, just social welfare, pensions, unemployment benefits, and supporting for vulnerable groups. Pensions always takes, yeah, people takes from the government funding, giving the money for some kind of purpose. And the next one is art and the culture. Art and the culture, museums and theaters and preservation heritage. It means that some years, yeah, from time to time, maybe imagine the Samarkand and Hiva, yeah, the government give us the money for reconstruction them, modernizing them, yeah, give us the exact construction maybe. They may build another places maybe for tourists, yeah, and the government gives the money for them, and it's called areas funded by the government, arts and the culture. And next one is defense, army, military equipment, and border security. So military equipment, army, and border security are takes the money from the government. Also, I mean, army. All of the engines here, maybe the cars which is used during the army, all of them uh, gets the money from the government. Forms of state control, centralized governance, local governance, economic control, and information control. Centralized governance decisions made mainly by central government. Yeah, its main decisions are given by the government. Next one is local. Okay, you see the local means as a citizens and simple society. It means that, yeah, local authorities manage regional affairs. And economic control means that taxation and budget allocation, which is related with money, yeah. And the last one is information control. Regulation of media, internet, and communication. Regulation is the regulates, the controls, the manage. Okay, you see. And the role of the citizens and society. There is some kind of rules for the society and the citizens. First one is citizens pay taxes, which uh, finance government activities. Citizens, people who live in the country, always pay the taxes for some kind of purposes. People elect leaders through elections. Yes, of course. For example, the president, maybe the parliament members will elect them through the elections. So, in my opinion, if I'm not mistaken, every 5 years, yeah, in some fields, every 3 years, will elect as the members of the parliament. Next one is society can influence the state via protests, public opinions, and the media. Okay. Key government positions. Okay, you see the really important vocabulary here which you can use in your speaking while you want to give a speech from this context, state control. One of them is president. President is called prime minister. In some states, for example, in Uzbekistan, we call the leader of the government as a president, but in other countries, they call prime minister. The head of the state or the government. The definition, as you can see. Next word is here member of parliament. Represent citizens and pass laws. And next one is leader of the opposition, head of the biggest political party not in power. And next one is mayor, governs the city or the town. Next one is bureaucrat or civil servant, administrators who daily government affairs. Okay, balance between state and society. You see, we have to give the balance between the state and control, and in this case, it works well. We can manage our state really effectively if you use the balance. Everything should have the balance in life, yeah. It shouldn't be too high, it shouldn't be too low, maybe, and we should keep a balance in our life. Balancing system is the equal. So the same means that too much state control. If you do too much state control, what will it happen? Okay, it leads risk of limiting freedom. Citizens may be unhappy, yeah, while doing this. So that's why if you do a little state control, what will it be? What will happen? Risk of disorder and instability. Nobody follows rules. Nobody wants to obey the rules, yeah. I mean the rules which implemented by the government. Okay, next one is idle situation. Balance between order and freedom. Ideal situation is keeping the balance between the controlling and the giving freedom. We have to implement some kind of rules for the society. I mean, the citizens who live in that country, and at the same time, we have to give for them in some fields of freedom. They can feel their feelings, yeah, freely. Modern, okay, uh, modern friends, yeah. First one is globalization, increasing cooperation between states. So states, I mean the government starts to work as being a group. Next one is democracy. Okay, how can we manage balance between state and citizen? There will be an answer them democracy. If we using democracy in a state, we can keep a balance. For example, growing citizens' participation in politics. We have to grow the citizen participation in politics. Next one is digital surveillance. Governments using technology to monitor society. You can see the cameras in all there. For example, in all companies, you can see cameras. Camera is will be one of the technology which doing the control of the society. Examples from different countries. Yes, Scandinavian countries. Okay, high taxes and strong welfare system and high quality of life. And USA protects freedom but relies heavily on private health care. And when it comes to Uzbekistan, we can see here prioritizing development in education, healthcare, and transport infrastructure. It means that Uzbekistan pays attention to education, healthcare, and transportation infrastructure really well. Our president always takes care of the education, healthcare, and transport. So, if I tell the conclusions, the state and society are independent, and state provides order and services, while society keeps the state accountable. If my presentation is clear for you, I will be really happy. The ultimate goal of any government is to improve citizens' quality of life, ensure justice, and maintain stability. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have extra questions about this topic, you can ask me, and I will be ready to answer them. Thank you so much. Bye.